Okay, you can go. You can go. Is that Etihad freighter that's never been marked up? It's never been marked up. Wow. Ever since it was yeah. Is it? Yes, no, I saw that tracking over Europe this morning. Just setting up comms, GP. Stand by. So last night at sort of like just before 10 o'clock, it was dark. It was dark, but okay, you can go comms whenever you like. Okay, cheers. Shot nice! Yeah. Oh man, this is a swinger. This is a swinger. This is... Right, okay, we got it, we got it, we got it. It's F310, isn't it? 300. It seems to be coming in hot. Oh, is that someone in Australia? Is that someone in Australia? yeah, 3 shows in one day. And, got, I take it you've got audio, everything's alright, isn't it? Now, runway roll-on is always a sketchy issue here in terms of bleeding lampposts. If I move back, I've got a big line of lampposts on my approach. If I go forward, let's just see what this is like. I might have to reset myself. No, looks like we're going to be good. Yeah, looks like we're good. I mean, really? How quiet was that? You know, that really does give testament to the quality of those engines and how well built they are and how well designed they are in terms of their noise levels, let alone CO2 emissions and so on and so forth. Efficiency, just engine efficiency overall, but okay. Been here. Is it? Haha! Okay. So, folks, good morning. We're here for to welcome. We're hearing reports apparently of. Let me just get the stall for the snack one. Is it in there? No. Sorry about that. Just going to lift you guys up. Okay. So who else is in town today? Air Canada. Just behind Air Canada looks like United 777, Wamos 747. Qatar looks like another 350 sitting there. United 777, which is good to see. Cathay Pacific parked up at Terminal 2 today. China Southern's 380 obviously still sitting there, going out tonight. United new livery, Dreamliner. Oh, look at this crabbing 350. I say it's crabbing because look, it's basically looking straight at us, whereas it's tracking. You see, it's just pulling it round now, just starting to pull it round. Hello. Intersect departure with Virgin. Ha ha! Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 powered hearing today of some tragic news in terms of more redundancies. Rolls-Royce, is it 60%, Gilly? 60% of one of their, 60 of what? Sorry, Glasgow. 60% of their workforce at Rolls-Royce up in Glasgow. So that's a big blow for Glasgow. You know, local economy, obviously reliant very much so on the business of Rolls-Royce. 60%. I'm not sure how many people that equates to, but even one is enough, to be perfectly honest. It's a great shame. Don't think anybody is immune, to be honest with you, in terms of any business is immune, really, in terms of these job losses and structural changes, having to restructure their entire business model from the ground up, really. I have to say that at the moment, you know, the way I see it, it is the pilots that are keeping these airlines flying. Of course, you know, I mean, I know it's a bit obvious, but you know, the fact that so many of them are taking massive pay cuts, you know, but still opting to work is a great thing. You know, just shows their loyalty towards their carrier, and also obviously possibly shows that they're optimistic that things will change in the one would hope to say in the short term, but I think it'll be very interesting to see how this whole new lockdown system works with the travellers coming into the UK. The quarantining, how they're going to monitor it, how they're going to police it, I don't know. Because if we all of a sudden have thousands of people coming into the UK who are just asked to give their phone number and place of where they're going to be staying for those 2 weeks, you know, how are they going to police that is the big question. You know, is it via phone calls? Is it by GPS? Are they going to be asking for their location whilst they're here in the UK? and then they've got this massive sort of like, you know, screen with thousands and thousands of little dots on it, and a little alert system saying Mr. Smith has moved from the hotel in London. We're tracking him now. A little red light blipping along the high street as he's walking up to the, you know, up to Sainsbury's. Get on the phone to Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, what are you doing? I'm just going up the shop to get some milk. Okay, you know, it just doesn't work like that. You know, I don't like to mock it, but you know, I can't see. I think the horse has bolted. Basically, I think we need to have done this literally months ago, but you know, it is what it is. What's done is done, and like Mr. O'Leary said this morning, people wearing face masks on planes will be, you know, a good move forward. Oh, is he? Has it? That's interesting. So this TUI Dreamliner 789 that's inbound, folks, has got a Thomas Cook call sign, apparently. Most interestingly. Depends on what part of Ireland, doesn't it? If it's the Republic of... Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm only... this isn't politics. This is more about the... It does involve politics, but I'm not going to harp on about it forever and ever. I'm just saying that, you know, in terms of the travel industry, the aviation industry is what I'm talking about here. But, you know, there we go. That's all we'll say on the matter, and hopefully it'll clear itself up in time. So Wamos' 747 arrived early this morning. And the fact that she's still at gate... oh, Thompson. Right, okay, well, that's cleared that up. Okay, so... beautiful old 747 over there. We've seen that on our travels, even in San Francisco, if you remember. She was parked up on a remote stand in San Fran. Quite what she was doing there, we don't know, but certainly been doing the rounds, this 747, for repatriation flights, it appears. And I've brought the coffee machine with me, folks. Yeah, I'll believe that. I'll believe that when I see it, or hear it, or get it from an official. You know what I mean? I mean, if that is the case, great. However, Dublin at the moment doesn't have a lot of traffic going in there, does it? In terms of the international stuff, I don't know. We should have a little look and see. So here's TUI now. Yeah. Well, it is an international transit point, isn't it? You know. Qatar, Emirates. So that should roll out up and past our position, folks. Come to your comments in a moment. Okay, interesting. Well, it's not something that we've really looked into or researched in the time that we've been looking, but that'd be certainly something to look at, wouldn't it? But doesn't that create some kind of a loophole? People coming in from other countries, transiting through Ireland and then coming across here. The Dublin Dodge. Fantastic. Okay, so it looks like he's going to sneak through, unless he makes a left turn now. I'm sure that the authorities will be looking at that anyway. You know, they're not just going to sort of like, you know, they're not going to turn a blind eye, are they? Oh, is he nipping through? No. Left turn flag. Oh no, he is going behind the tanks. So just probably I say crew bus. So a lot of these aircraft that come in, folks, the crews don't actually disembark. My mate told me yesterday when they went to Shanghai, didn't get off the aircraft, don't even get a chance to sort of like walk around the aircraft, other than the assigned first officer who does the walk round inspection. Other than that, you're flying all the way to Shanghai and then all the way back. So it's, you know, it's like an American 777 in next from Miami, interestingly enough. Kingston, Jamaica, that TUI Dreamliner. So that will more than likely, I'd imagine, be repatriation. Crazy that repatriations are still going on, but, you know, thousands, and that just shows how big the travel industry is in terms of, you know, how many thousands and thousands of people are dotted around the world. Okay. The Netherlands is checking in. Ron de Jager. Good morning to you, Ron. Wow, that was late. We're expecting the winds to get up a little bit today, but at the moment it's a little bit blustery, but nothing that's going to sort of like, you know, cause any issues at the moment. Expecting the winds to pick up over the course of the next few days. So Saturday, most definitely, we have a pilot who we're filming coming in to London Heathrow around about midday. Emirates skipper. And or is he a SFO? I think he might be an SFO. Mr. Cummings, good morning to you. Oh, it's Mr. Cummings now, is it? Luke Van Japp, good morning to you. Ross Kennedy, Karen Corker and Chris Scapalou. Vamos is a Spanish charter airline. Yes, indeed it is. Let's just... that American should, I think, taxi all the way out here, but just give you a little bit of a... Oh, are they? Mr. Cummings and Ian Cummings. That is incredible. Because that's not... That's... Oh, okay. Sounds like a school teacher, doesn't he? Good morning, Mr. Cummings. Paul Lawler playing golf this evening, so I hope winds don't get up too much playing Saturday too. Oh, Paul, leave it out. I don't mind playing golf with a slight with a decent enough wind, so that you can actually allow for the curvature in your shot. I quite like playing into those kind of shots. Nothing worse, it has to be said, however, when you turn and the wind is directly at you and you've got a club up by about 4 clubs. It's not fun, not much fun. If the US, on trips to the States, surely we're close to the point where repack flights will not be needed. Paul MK asking. Not sure about that, Paul. Jazzy John 30, good morning. Speedway Chips. Phil Thorley, good morning to you. Arson, who is in the house? Arson, who, how many flights are we getting each day? Well, at Heathrow, a decent amount. You know, well in excess of 100 movements, you know, arrivals and departures. So, you know, and of course, rare stuff like this, the Wamos 747. There we go. Next 7 days, 626 departures. Departures, yeah? Wow. David Mitchell, 1,500 jobs indeed, it is announced in Derby yesterday. I think a lot will go by voluntary redundancy. Oh, at Derby. So that Rolls-Royce and Derby, and of course, you know, the home of Rolls-Royce really, which is a great shame. 150 flights. What, departures and arrivals, is that combined? Yeah, there we go. Wow. Good morning, Scott Tarpley, Karen Corcoran, Debbie Speller, Brandon Baker. G'day, Philip Thorley. Any Aussies tuning in this morning? Hope we've managed to catch you folks before you head off to bed. What are we doing out there in Sydney right now? 6:02 in the evening, most definitely. Sydney 6:02, Christchurch 8:02. Out there in New Zealand. Hope you guys are all very well indeed, and as we are, doing what you can to sort of, like, you know, keep your sanity. Wayne Williams, Cardiff Airport, never been as busy with BAM military A400Ms, so I'm told. Cardiff Airport, eh? Wow. There's something to behold. That Wamos 747 is ex-Air New Zealand aircraft. In fact, it was the last 747 in Air New Zealand's fleet as November Bravo Victor. Andy from ASJE Aviation. Thank you, Andy. Great information, as always, coming from you folks. whole array of masts on the top of the fuselage, something you don't often see because they're quite small from a distance, but you can see I mean, I'm counting 1, 2. Oh no, it's a light. There's a couple there. Aha! Here we go, folks. Oh, please start up facing us. Please start up facing us. Oh, yes. Jazzy John. No, Jazzy John. Leave it out, son. I think I'd put the average teenager to shame, the amount of travelling I've done in the last couple of days. Inbound A350 Air China and Turkish Boeing 777, 10 minutes. Thank you, Paul. Trone Hunter. Good to see you here yesterday, by the way. Wow, over 10,000. What's that? 10,000. Oh, yeah. Oh, God blimey. Yeah. And 10 grand is just the start of it, to be honest with you. You know, all the other ancillaries and stuff that come with it, you know, and the upgrades and so on and so forth. But, yeah. Yeah, Alan B, we're working on that, literally working on it. You know, it's not something that you just make and then just and then press the button and off you go. It is it's quite a complex array of submitting forms as well, because obviously anyone can make an app and rip people off, you know. So Google has to go through the Google law system, basically, to make sure that you're a legitimate business and that you're not just making some dodgy app. No in-app purchases, by the way, with our app. John Grinham, good afternoon to you. Sort of pushed back at an angle, which is quite good to see. Instead of like directly on with its back to us. Oh no, now he's pulling it forward. There we go. Oh, that's a shame, man. Is it Mark Thompson? A shout out to Mark Thompson. Chris Johnson asking, Mrs. Johnson, asking for a shout out to Mark Johnson, Mark Thompson, sorry, who broke his nose whilst tripping over, whilst running to try and catch a Dreamliner outside his house, or something like that, going out over his house or something. That's how desperate people are to catch a glimpse of an aeroplane. I hope your nose gets better soon, mate. He broke his leg strips. Oh, poor guy, man, poor guy. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Sriram, good morning to you, Sriram. Andy, not altogether sure how long we're going to be here for, because I do have quite a lot of a big backup of work on now. So we'll have to just see what transpires. It's good that it's a regular thing daily now. So in terms of what's coming in and the heavy stuff. There's the 7 Emirates 777s inbound today. I don't think we do need to get on and do some work, and you know, I've got a backlog of stuff that I need to take down to the post office to send out to our friends in America, who've been waiting very patiently for their merchandise. Rab Findlay, good morning from Wales. Thank you very much indeed, Rab. Much appreciated. Michael K. Michael K. Gilly, was it ye? Was it ye? Ye oldie worldy. What's that? Background to green. Okay. Now, yeah, I've got a little private jet arriving, but I don't want to sort of like, you know, there he goes. Speed brakes, ground spoilers, elevators, and rudder check. Nice and smooth. That's how we like it. What was that, Gilly? Has he noticed something that... Oh, the header. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Nelson Kelly. Hello and good morning to ye oldie Big Jack TV. Today we're going to be seeing an Avro Hansen arriving here at London Heathrow. And a Sopwith Camel should be doing a display at around about 10 o'clock this morning. If you're ready for that, Mr. Chumley Warner. Johnny G. Seems I've timed it well. Thanks for bringing that to our attention, by the way, whoever that was that mentioned about the green. Jonathan Taylor. Wamos. If Jonathan was commentating. Oh, Paul saying that she's only going to Madrid, a little short hop. I think she's going to be empty, so she could go up quick. Very good point. We've got another, what looks like a wee fiddy inbound. There's your little... What do you mean she's going all the way? She'll turn left. She'll go left, won't she? Yeah. Yeah, because she's behind that barrier. There she is now. Oh, man, this is a shame. Is this Air China's 350? Let me just grab Wamos. Just taxi in. And then I'll get this photobombed quite conveniently by that Dreamliner. God, that's a noisy bus, man. That bus down there, yeah, was noisier than that 350. Just thought I'd say that, you know. God bless you, blame me around and do that, my lovely. Yes. So, Wamos. Meaning, I think, let's go. Hey! Oh! Let's go! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, look, is that a... Oh, no, it's just a... Sky or news helicopter or something like that. Oh. It's got a camera on the front. Oh, great, okay. They're great, aren't they, Terradeck, man? That's why you've got to get the right equipment when you're doing this kind of stuff. You've got to get the right equipment so that you've got the right backup service. Come over here and do an intersect, mate. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Shush, yeah. Philip telling us that Scania generally tend to be bloody loud buses. Of course, you've got the road noise as well. The actual tyre to road noise, which is something when you buy new tyres these days. It's actually part of the selling process, or part of the technical specifications is road noise, the gauge of road noise. We have a new member, John Stote. Good morning and welcome to First Class, John. Morning all, watching the brilliant Big Jet TV live from Swindon in Wiltshire, Jamie Scott. Glad you guys are back up and running, listening and watching whilst working from home. Good to see you here, my friend. So this looks like, am I right in saying these are CF6 engines? Nice shiny cowls on her, that's for sure. Well polished. Well, this ain't gonna be no intersect. Right, he's gonna sit there for a little bit. Just get a little shot of this Air China 350. This guy's obviously been given clearance to cross the active. That's why he was circling, because he was in a hold. Coming this way, folks. That's a news helicopter, isn't it? Isn't it? Couldn't pick him out of them clouds. I know the Heathrow and oh look, Emirates coming out. I know that Heathrow is in the news this morning. Well, aviation in general is in the news this morning as we get closer and closer to the whole quarantine thing next Monday. Of course, being debated. So derated. And compared to the departures yesterday, is it just a optical illusion that they appear to be going out a lot less with a lot less power compared to yesterday as they came thundering past our position yesterday. Great images from this position yesterday. I think Emirates may be getting priority on this. I don't know. No, it's not. She's come. Wamos is moving now. It's a big turner. Lovely lamppost. Look at that lamppost. Sweet. Let's see, he'll make a left turn, I'd imagine. Let's see if he might hit that cloud, punch a hole through it. Gone. Gone, son. There it is. It's all our friends down in Australia, and unfortunately we haven't got anything to show our friends from New Zealand. Sean Bow Videos. Good day to you, Sean. Hopefully I've got that correct. Bulldog 617. Good morning to you. Thank you again, Mike, for all of your usual information yesterday, as well as everybody else. To think that this time yesterday we were at Coningsby filming Eurofighter Typhoons. Absolutely incredible. Andy, TCC, Wayne Williams. There once was an ugly duckling. No, there once was a viewing area within LHI. Yes, indeed, there was. The Queen's building. Quite what is left of that brick structure, I don't know, but I think that is basically the only red brick structure that's still sort of like it was definitely in that vicinity, somewhere around about there. But yeah, indeed, some great memories for a lot of people here at London Heathrow. Back in the days when there was a little picket white fence running around the airport, and you could literally, climb over it and walk around it. It's just incredible, man. Daniel, no, I haven't seen that, my friend. Craig Duck, Ian Joyce, Scott Topley. Nice lineup of aircraft there this morning. Yes, indeed, there is. Quite. I think Cathay's likely. That's this afternoon or this evening. Ethiopian will be pushed back, and see, now that Ethiopian has definitely brought passengers, because otherwise, if it was PPE, it wouldn't have gone to gate. It would have gone to remote stand and offloaded its PPE there. But then again, saying that maybe it's just for the flight crews to switch over. Who knows, man? There's a lot of sort of like unknowns when it comes to this sort of thing, because you've obviously seen, last week, aircraft parked up on that stand there where United is offloading PPE. Qatar on its way out. Seems that Qatar and Emirates are sort of like in competition at the moment in terms of, who can operate the most flights. It is incredible. Andrew Holden, good morning and welcome to First Class. Wow, Sean's saying that chopper that you filmed just now has got Network Rail written on the side of it. Very interesting. As the Skylark has woken up, doing his rounds. Chris Hennon asking for a shout out for his fiancée Susie Hutton, as it's her birthday today. Thanks, always love the show. Shame I'm back at work now, but Chris, in a funny sort of way, it's a good job you're back at work, because at least you are back at work as well. You've got a job to go back to, should I say. But yes, happy birthday, Susie. Leslie Eglinton, Michael K and Mark Upton giving shout outs to our new members on YouTube. Let's go and see what's going on Facebook. Morning, Facebook. How are you all? Wendy van der Beek, good morning to you. Lucius, good morning to you. Katrina Ina, Yvonne Heelan. Elliot Reid, Air Canada 787 inbound, currently over Stoke-on-Trent. Thanks for that, Elliot. Keep that information coming. Don't feel shy if you've got something that you see on Flight Radar or Radar, whatever, Plane Finder, whatever app you might be happening to use. Then don't feel shy. Come in and let me know. Paul Comber, good morning to you. Friedel Bossman, see Qatar banned from Greece because of possible passenger tests. That's interesting. Qatar banned from Greece. That's new to me. Trisha Guy, good morning. Peggy Ashby. Chris Pym. Christine Smart. Nice and early. The Vamos. Yes, indeed she was, wasn't she? Emma Funnell, good morning. Add Fluid and Joy Stanford. Bless you. Yeah, indeed. Katrina Ina mentioning there on Facebook that Berlin Tegel, we did briefly mention this yesterday, has postponed closure and moving to the new airport purely down to, I believe, demand. The fact that it is still in much demand, and therefore they decided, I think, to postpone the closure for the time being. Anyway, you want some GE90 power, folks? You're gonna get it now. Big set of 115s on her. Look, she's big old 5-door, look. Leslie White, good morning to you. Oh, look. The crows having a go at the buzzard. Look. They don't like the crows don't like the kestrels. They'll always have a go. Poor old kestrel. He's not any threat to them. They always seem to pick on the kestrel, man. Here's one coming in from the right. Look. There's never any sort of any physical contact. Not really. I mean, they dive bomb them and all that. Look, see? There's another one here, look. Now that's a kite, that is. I think. Big bird of prey. Very much like a... Come on, camera, son. Just having trouble with the contrasting settings there. He's doing his morning sweep. Beautiful bird, man. Beautiful bird. Aer Lingus. Talking about Ireland just now. Wind is what looks like a direct northerly now. Switched runway operation this morning. Vamos, I think, came in on 09, and Feeling that breeze now. That feels more like 09 departure. He's got a bit of a tailwind going on there. See the sock showing a what appears to be a northerly, but more favourable towards 09s by the feel of it. Anyway, by the feel of that breeze. Ooh, feel that breeze. Ryan K, another new member. Welcome, Ryan, first class member. Here we go. Fire it up. Yeah. Go on. She's growling, man. See the flaperons adjusting the, making the adjustments. All the flight surfaces working to keep her in a straight line. She's sort of hit by that tail, that crosswind, and almost the tailwind. Nice. Where's he coming from? New York? Interesting. In from New York. Ian D, good morning to you. Ian Cumming is there. Good day to you. Day viewing on the Queen's building was awesome. Sarnie, bottle of pop, some schoolmates and loads of fun, even the odd bunk off day. Brilliant, yes. Sounds like you were from my era, possibly, Ian. So derated. Do I have time? Okay. I could do stage one, couldn't I? I could do stage one of get the coffee ready. Yeah, I got him on I know, I got him on approach. Don't worry about it. Okay. Ian Bramley, July 2019 delivered. Would that be the 350 that we're talking about? Angela Cooper, Sandy Humby, Planespotting Ringway, Architect, Jazzy John, Miles High, Adrian. It's a funny old... Is that me? Wow, Matt 52. Even saw the first ever El Al hijack land here. I was just up the road from where Jerry is against the fence. Wow. Ian, yeah, they're obviously talking about some kind of a spotters platform, much like they do in Zurich, like they do in Munich, Frankfurt. A lot of the European airports dedicated to, you know, I mean, not dedicated, but well, yes, actually, dedicated to improving plane spotting facilities for, you know, because it does generate income at the end of the day. Especially when you've got something like they have at Zurich. Just incredible, man. Dusseldorf, Schiphol. Even Manchester's got something. Heathrow are just not interested. And like you say, Ian, it would generate goodwill as well, of course. Good relationships between airports and the public should always be a good thing. Chances are that some of these 777s, you know, and the like that we're seeing come in, we would have seen go out yesterday on the show, you know. Talking of Frankfurt and Munich, Lufty, I think it's a Neo. On the push. Okay, let's get myself a... I brought the Dolce & Gabbana coffee machine, folks. Shouldn't take long. folks, I'm just going to see what this is. The vibration transfer. Well, no. What he's asking is, does Jerry's van have? Okay, is that transferring? Is that? Can you feel that? Can you see that? Okay, you're going to get that little tiny amount of vibration, folks. What about on the audio? Katie Sale, you have missed TUI. Unfortunately, there she is, Katie. Right, I'll only need like 2 minutes. Hold it right there. What's that? I don't know, man, but he's just yeah, I could see there was a very tight turn onto oh, here's a little friend we haven't seen for a while, look. KLM. Easy, son. Yeah, the coffee machine is it's too much. It's demanding too much power. I might need to sort of like look at getting another. Yeah, but Jennies make noise, don't they? And like you got to fuel them and all that kind of thing. It's smelly, and I mean I know there are some very Honda do some very effective quiet ones these days, but to buy a generator just for the sake of having a cup of coffee, I don't know. Edgy, 100 years, yes. And I met a couple of fellas at Schiphol one time who were responsible for applying the stickers to KLM's the 100-year stickers, or JAR stickers. 101 now, yeah. See him using the flaperons as speed brakes there. Or ground spoilers, should I say. Okay. Paul Watson, when you're watching on YouTube from my TV, is it at 50 or 60 FPS? Well, it's what are we pulling? What are we? Yeah. What's more important, surely, is the fact that it's 1080p, isn't it? Not so much the FPS. Yeah, so it seems like YouTube and Facebook, or more Facebook, won't take anything more than 30 FPS, is it? So we have to obviously pump it out at their levels, and not what we would want to pump it out at, obviously. Great to see so many people, nice people up at Coningsby yesterday as well. Got a very warm welcome from the locals there. Malcolm Clinton makes a good point that as long as it's over 25, the human eye will not see any flickering, i.e. Frame count. Paul Lawler, do you put your military spotting videos on YouTube? Paul, that's why I need to get back, because I'm the new graphics card has arrived yesterday when I got back. So we are putting together the Lakenheath show as an edit, of course, and then and if you're a first class member or super class member, you can now go in and view the both shows from Lakenheath and Coningsby yesterday at your leisure. And the plan is now, what I'm doing is I'm cutting together a Lakenheath best of show, and as I will be doing also with yesterday's show from Coningsby. Although, to be honest, not cutting out a great deal, especially from yesterday. 4 hours, but it was non-stop, it has to be said. Paul Watson, very possibly it may well be your internet speed that's causing issues. It happens a lot with a lot of people. Some places it depends on the time of day, depends on where you live. If a lot of people using the internet, you know, at any one time, sharing it and so on and so forth. Jay, best option for coffee maker is another 12-volt battery and an inverter. Okay. Yes. I think that inverter that I've got down there is just not powerful enough to take it, to take the required demands from the coffee machine, because coffee machines are a bit like kettles and things like that. That irons that, you know, need require quite a lot of surge. How quiet that Neo is, man. Got a what looks like a Virgin 350 making its way out. Darren Golding, yes. I mean that is the inverter that I've got is pretty decent, and it also does have USB output on it as well. But I need to check to see what particular one I would need for a household coffee machine, because obviously it's just beeping and surging and doesn't like it. It was fine yesterday with all the components. You know, the camera, the little battery chargers, everything was basically rigged up to it, and it was behaving fine, charging all the batteries. But a coffee machine, he didn't like it. He didn't like it, happened, sir. I did see Singapore Airlines 747, Jilly. Singapore Airlines 747 on its way in to London Heathrow. Yeah, no, it's definitely on its way up here. I saw that this morning. Andrew Foster, I'm drinking my coffee from a Big Jet TV mug. It's the freighter. Plane finder, yeah. Yeah. Gibraltar by any chance? I wonder if, you know, the feud between British Airways and Virgin that's been ongoing for years and years, I wonder if when they were purchasing or at least showing interest in the aircraft with Airbus, whether the Virgin guys or the BA guys, either way, one or the other. Well, what are the other guys having then? Are they having 900s or are they having 1000s? They're having 1000s, mate. Oh, right, well, we'll have 1000s then. It does make you wonder, doesn't it? But it does make sense to have 1000, especially when you're getting rid of, when you're replacing 747s with a long-range jet like this. Might as well have 1000 variant. Probably done a deal with them as well, I'd imagine. Yeah, yeah. Inbound and outbound. Oh, I just put LHR both. Oh, okay. Eddie Cummings loved that noise. Yeah, that sort of like, she was grumbling as well, man. Those XWBs were making a noise. Virgin out, Virgin in. Oh, okay. 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 So she's going to pick up in Dubai and then head out to here, right? Scott Tarpley sounded great, that 350. Yes, it did. She did. One World BA 747 pinging Cape Town, London Heathrow, probably 10 hours out. Yeah, right. Simon Hill, thank you. 6 YJIK. Of the two, I prefer the look of the 350. I guess we're talking about Dreamliner and the 350 there. When you weigh the two up. I think she's got a very sleek nose to her. I remember somebody mentioning a while ago that, and rightly so, that the Dreamliner has a very sort of like comet-esque look about its nose. Very comet, almost like the de Havilland Comet. Whereas the 350 has that sort of like, a little bit more pointy. Which is interesting because Airbuses normally with their smaller aircraft is round the other way. 737 has quite a pointy nose with the Boeing, whereas the A320s, the minibus variants have a very rounded nose, whereas the 787 Dreamliner has quite a rounded nose, whereas the A350 has quite a pointed one. Liam Gellett, 10 hours, get the coffee on. Incoming. Wow. Bit of digging done. August 1989, Lima Alpha and Lima Bravo arrived at London Heathrow in Landor livery. First of the BA 747-400s. I was there on the delivery day on top of the Queen's building, 27 left and right dual landing. Wow. What, both came in at the same time, Ian? Wow. Came in, I used to run a 220 volt kettle from a 12 volt 220 volt inverter plugged into the power socket, worked a treat. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to look at this when I've got a little bit more time, obviously not right halfway through a show, or towards the end of a show, should I say. Justin on King. Justin, we are at the Renaissance Hotel. There's our friends from Cathay Pacific. Haha. Adrian MG53, yes, the Comet was a sleek plane. Indeed it was. Such a shame it had the design faults that it did, the defects with the windows. Otherwise it probably would have, been operational for a lot longer. But of course the VC-10, the 707, those aircraft came online quite soon after all those issues. So the Comet sort of like, well, they lost interest in it, I think, more than anything else. Okay, Eric prefers the Dreamliner from a looks point of view. Of course, you've got the sleek, you've got the beautiful blended wingtip of the A350, and the very unique raked wingtip of the Dreamliner. Of course, those distinctive scalloped engine cowls, which are pretty cool. She's low to the ground as well, the Dreamliner. And now she's on her way back from Washington. Oh wow, really? Miles high, yes, indeed. The Nimrod was built on the same airframe as the Comet, of course. So therefore, it did carry on purely because it was built from the ground up, literally just utilising the same airframe, but of course the skin of the aircraft, everything about it was completely changed, upgraded, everything basically. Gold Dalek, who? Good morning to you. Little bit of a heads up, there will be an A400 doing training at Gatwick, Edinburgh and Stornoway today. Okay. Oh, it would have to be, it's got to be Concorde. One Aviation, one, yeah. Yes, of course. That's a tough one. Who waved at us? Did they? What, that 350? Apparently the Air China waved at us, folks. Vinnie Jones saying they waved at you, Jerry. The Comet 2 and 4 resolved all the issues that were wrong with the 1. Yes. Oh yes, okay. The two and the 4, yes, of course. With the round windows, they basically redesigned the cabin. See, listen how loud this Scania is, man. I would have done on the Air China 350 going past us. Yes, I think I did. Yeah, it must have been as they went past us, yeah. Lee Russell agree entirely that the Concorde appealed to all parts in terms of aesthetics, power, you know, everything about it, you know, globally. Wow, Kieran saying there was an A400 doing circuits at Gatwick yesterday. Well, yeah, actually, excuse me. Gatwick actually either tweeted or put something out a few weeks back with an A400 landing there. Looks like this Finnair's going to go out, intersect. Is another A350. Oh, this is Foxtrot that we caught going out on the show yesterday, folks, to Washington, and she's back from Washington now. So how about that? Oh, okay. What, from the cargo? From? Okay. How can they see me from there? Oh, Qatar on the push. Qatar on the push. Yeah, very possibly. Ground, yeah, ground ops, ground crews, yeah. Wow, Claire saw the A400 at Southend yesterday as well. Wow, doing the rounds, eh? Wow, incoming. They landed 30 seconds apart, apparently. Little Finnair 319, isn't it? Two jets going out there. Okay, Matt 52 saying about 1 hour 38 minutes. They waved as they were climbing up, I believe. Possibly climbing up on the access. Karen saying Qantas is on the move. I think you might maybe meaning Qatar, Karen. Oh, blimey. BA owner burns 178 million cash a week as airline ramps up war of words with the unions. Burns 170. That's a bit of a sort of like, you know, what burns on what? You know, on what? It doesn't really make sense, that. Bit like one of my unended sentences. So there's a 900 for you, folks. See how distinctively shorter she is. Obviously noticeable by the four the 4 cart undercarriage as opposed to 6 cart on the 1000. Same engines. Don't even worry, mate. 6Y saying, been on that one. Les Tankard, agree with you in complete. I completely agree with you, Les. Shame about the cloud base. C17. Oh, look, look, look. Oh, please, man, please get it, please get it, please get it. Okay, let me get my bearings here. Cloud. Okay, above now. I can't see. Have I got it, Jilly? Is it in shot? I can't see because of the glare. I've just got a glare. I've got a C17 right above me. I'll tell you what, hold on a minute. Let me just see. Is that an A400? Is that a 400? Okay, well that's him. No, that's not going to Gatwick, mate. That's not going to Gatwick. I just can't get my bearings with the cloud and all that. And it's right in the haze as well. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. Sorry, folks, I tried. What filter? Yes, it is going west to east. Is that an A400, yeah? Oh, look, we caught this up. That was the first arrival this morning. Etihad's unmarked 777. That's only a year old, folks. Interesting that she's not. Is a -10 United Dreamliner. Oh, okay. See how long it is, man. Here comes the old workhorse. This is rare, folks, to see this. No, surely not. No, it's going left. Look at this queue that's forming. at the end of 27 right. Etihad 777 freighter, Qatar 900 350, DHL 310 I think it is, British Airways 777 200, and a Dreamliner 9 about to go out, queuing up. Incredible. Might be a 300 that, I think. Look at this beautiful aircraft, just a year old. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this lineup. Oh, hello. Hello. Big old 777-3 going out. Somebody mentioning this just now, as it was over Southend. So I bet it banks to the white. It's insane, man. It's insane. A350 Lone Ranger windscreen. Love it. Fire up that number 2. Got an Apache, another Apache, I think, south of the field. Point at an angle, this 350. That's more like it. Wow. Wow. Something that I've just witnessed again, which you don't often see, which I've never, I've only seen a couple of times. Large bird of prey hovering just to the nose, just above the nose of that. Can you see him? Look at that. A large bird of prey hovering. That's incredible. Here we go. Oh yeah. Showing off now. Nice. Good to see United's triple. United States! A long time before we're shouting that in the stands, isn't it? What happened? Right, well, really? What, inbound? Wow. What's this guy doing? Systems checks, final takeoff checks. Yeah, that's not a kestrel, that's a kite. Okay. I mean, it's very common to see the kestrel, of course, hovering, and the smaller smaller birds of prey, most definitely, hovering, like, as in, somebody saying, wow, when's that in? Oh, blimey. Yeah, Keith, that's what I was thinking, that it was a red kite. I mean, the red kite is actually distinctively, you know, you can see from its tail fin, it's basically, it's sort of like the shape of its tail is the way to distinguish a kite. And a red kite, of course, it does have that red tail to it, I think. Yeah, bigger than a kestrel, most definitely. That is bigger than a kestrel. It's much bigger, 2-3 times bigger than a kestrel. Large bird of prey. Very common around here, the red kite, so it has to be said. That's why I'm thinking it might be a red kite. Where's that Delta 330 then? Just make sure. Okay. We'll get this Delta 330, folks, and then it's off to work we go. Wow, Nick McNair, A400 at London Gatwick did a touch and go. Oh, gutted. BEA Trident looks like it's doing circuits at Gatwick again. Yeah, Steve, to be honest with you, that whole M25, M40 corridor is now right the way up. I mean, I'll be honest with you, yesterday I was on one section of the A1, which I don't know where it was exactly, but on the way back from Coningsby, I thought that it was a flock or a murder of crows, you know, like this huge, great big, just like almost like you see when you see at the tip where you see the seagulls. And as I drove closer, I was like, well, hold on a minute, they're not crows, they're big birds, and it was literally a whole flock of kites. Incredible, never seen anything like it. Jackie Green, see you later. Jan Howard, missed it. Can I get it on a recorded mode? Jan Howard, what did you miss, Jan? Kieran Barrett, yeah, I see the A400M now. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. If I'd have known that, I would have gone down to Gatwick, because that's 30 minutes drive. How long for, Matt 52? How long was it doing circuits for? It's not going to do like, you know, it's not going to be there for like any great deal of time, is it? It's more. Okay, yeah. So we'll probably do a couple of circuits at Gatwick and then head up to Edinburgh. Delta 330. What's that, GP? What's that? Ah, right, yeah, I'm with you, yeah. Interesting. Bryce Norton, Scotty saying, look on Bryce Norton's Facebook page, they'll let you know where they will be flying. Bryce Norton's Facebook page. There you go. 10:36 and 11:36 between this time, Jerry, Bulldog saying. And thank you, Bulldog. I just missed it, mate. You know what it's like. Paul MK just done one in the circuit for another. Trone Hunter, 3 hours to Manchester from here. Wow. David Edwards, last week in West Cornwall, we had 28 red kites in one day. I'll be honest with you, I would have said it was double that amount, David, yesterday at that, wherever that was. I don't know what it was. They were all circling around, but it was just incredible. Callum Hodgson, yes, I am able to film at Bryce Norton. I've been in touch with them. They're more than happy for us to film there. We've just got to let them know every time we're going to go there. Might see I won't see anything fly over me, folks. Cloud has built up quite considerably now. Scott Topley, so I hear due to maintenance at Birmingham, they are not allowing training flights until July. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Delta's 3:30 inbound. I can assure you folks, next week, you know, the way I'm looking at it at the moment is we will more than likely be doing military stuff next week as much as we can. But more news on that to follow. So we're now going to break it down, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your company. Where are you? There you are. Oh, look, hold on a minute. Should we do it over here? Is that better? A little bit. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. How long have we been here? A couple of hours at least. So no show tomorrow, folks. We've got to work. And to be honest with you, I've got to rest as well. So has Jilly as well. Because it's been quite a hectic week this week so far. But yeah, no show tomorrow. Saturday we'll be here at London Heathrow for we're going to catch one of our pilot friends from Emirates who's going to be flying in his 777 into London Heathrow. So we're going to grab that around about midday on Saturday. So expect to be live around about 11:30, and we'll update you on what we're doing next week in terms of those military shows. But based on the popularity of it, definitely going to be mixing that up as much as we possibly can. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are, and be good to yourselves, be good to one another, and we'll see you next time on Big Jet TV. Keep all that information coming, folks, as well, letting us know stuff, and of course hanging out on the fan zone as well. Big Jet TV fan zone is where you need to go on Facebook if you want to post your pictures up there or chat to people. Great community of people there on the fan zone with Big Jet TV. Okay, folks, see you next time. Thanks very much indeed. See ya. Bye. Okay, Jimmy.